what's up guys, Summer11 here, and today I'll be giving my first impressions on Splatoon's global test fire, and I'll be talking about the server failure which happened today. I guess I'll just start off with the server failure. So I got into Splatoon, like the global test fire, I believe this is the second one. It might be the third, I'm not sure, but I think it's the second one. I got into the second one late. I was watching the Insane Game Freak's live stream of the game, and I think he played like 2 matches, and then after that, the game kind of stopped. The demo kind of stopped working, and I guess it was around maybe 6:13 or 5:13, whatever time zone you're in. What I saw on Twitter was like 5:13 was around the time, but that might have been the time that the person sent the message to Nintendo or something like that. So maybe 6:13 my time. And let me see. Sorry, I actually have some notes on this and stuff. So yeah, server goes down. It's down for a really long time, like a really, really long time. Some people are still online, so they can play the tutorial online, or they can, I don't think the little game on the gamepad works without it being online. They need to, hopefully that's just like an option in the actual game, because that game is pretty cool. That's really something that could be on the 3DS as an eShop. Really, eShop game really could be free. I don't really think anyone should pay for that. Or it could be like an iPhone game or something like that, since Nintendo is going mobile and everything. So we have that whole thing, and the server's just down for a long time. People are wondering, is Nintendo going to extend the time, maybe give it to us for the rest of the day or something like that? Why am I not, like, I wasn't able to connect at all, but I wasn't originally in the game. I was joining after the server failure around that time. So some people like Terrell were stuck online, and others like me were stuck offline trying to connect. And you have all that. I don't think there's anything else. I mean, they kind of got it back up around 7-ish, and let us play for an hour. So that was all right. Yeah. So I was originally going to do this first impressions thing. I think the last one was like 2 weeks ago, the last global test fire, but I never made the video, and I don't remember why. I probably didn't have time, and I was like, no one cares, so I'm not even gonna make the video. So starting off, Splatoon, once you go in, it's on the title screen, you get to see the little squid girl or whatever they're called, and the atmosphere and the music of the game is very, very childish, but that's not a bad thing. I like the music. The music sounds good. Like, they have a little rock track in there, and then they have the main track, which is kind of annoying because you hear it so much in the game, like that like I don't like that one. But yeah, the music's pretty cool, and once you start up the game and try to go online, they put you into this mandatory tutorial, which I don't like, because as I said before, I've done the global test fire before, so I had to play it again, and I'm just like, this is kind of boring. I kind of want to just go play online with all these random people and everything. So the tutorial, it's just to get you like into the game, of course. You start off as your little squid inkling, or whatever these things are. The little inkling person, the kid. So you get to pick like whether you want to be a boy or a girl. You get to pick their skin tone, and you get to pick their eye color. I think the boy design is pretty cool. Actually, the designs for the characters are just great overall. I just kind of wish they would have done more with the hair, because I think those are the only two options for the hair. But there are like other characters from like other races of animals or aquatic life, I guess. There's one, I think it's like a porcupine that has like spiky hair, and I really like that. I don't know if they would maybe like give the characters wigs or something if they don't want to actually like change the hair. I think that would be pretty cool as maybe DLC. I think a lot of people would be interested in that. Or like Mario hats, like maybe if you could like customize the Splatoon characters, like you could customize like a Mii or something like that. But yeah, I lost my point. I was on this tutorial. You go around the tutorial. They teach you like, yo, you're supposed to ink everything. Here's some balloons to test out if you can fire or not. Press Y to put the camera back into place because it gets out of place really easily. I don't know why. That seems like something you would want to fix because you kind of have to press Y a lot because when I was playing the game online, for some reason it would go to like a top down. Is that it? Like a top down perspective or up down, something like that. Basically, it's above the player, and I mean I can't play like that because I need to see like what's in front of me and what's around me, and it's hard to notice things from that angle. Basically, you know you need to be like front and center, looking for like real life, like you're firing a gun in real life. Like you need to look around at the things in front of you, not what's above you, and all that. And I mean, there's like a ramp. You jump on. You turn into like your inkling, you or squid or whatever. You go into there, you know, like the unique feature of the game because you can ink everything and you can go into that ink to, well, you have to go into your ink to recharge. You can also move around, maneuver through the map like that. So you can go over this ramp and you can also go through gates and stuff in your squid inkling form or whatever. And that's about it for the demo or the tutorial. And then the global test fire. Apparently there are a lot more main weapons. I thought there were only four. That was dumb of me, but if you go on the wiki, there are other weapons that are listed as main weapons. But for this demo, they give you the Splatter Shot, the Splatter Shot Junior, the Splat Charger, I believe, and then the Paint Roller, or what do they call it, the Splat Roller. Splat Roller. Overpowered. It is really overpowered. I never got to try it out in the first global test fire, but it just wrecks, and it has a lot more paint than the other weapons, and I don't like that because I was going through the map with my paint roller, and then I make it to like halfway, like the halfway point of the map, and it's still full, and I'm like, how did that happen? But if you were using like one of the guns, it would run out really fast. And you also have like sub weapons and different things for each set. I think each weapon set is different, and I think in the actual game you can't change that. So like one has a shield. I don't know if they all have like these mega weapons, but I know like the paint roller or the splat roller, it has like this horn sort of thing that shoots paint everywhere. It's crazy. And there are like these triangular bombs and different stuff. I believe that's it because yeah, two of the weapons use the bombs, and then the sniper rifle or the splat charger uses round bombs. I don't know what was the difference. I guess there was a difference. I don't know. Maybe it was just for show. But yeah, they pretty much all have bombs or grenade weapons, but there's like a super weapon sort of thing, and I'm not sure if they all have that because I was not paying attention, and I'm not good with this game, so I was using the splat roller a lot. So if you're bad at the game, just use the splat roller and you'll be fine. Because I was like, once I started using the splat roller, I'm like, wow, we're doing good. All right, all right. Or maybe like someone who was really good on the other team left. But in the first global test fire, it was pretty cool because the connection was fast, connected to people all around the world. But this time around, you know, having some issues with the server, and basically too many people got on the server. Nintendo actually did release a statement talking about that. Like, too many people got onto the server was overloaded, and that was where the problem came in. But I mean, that kind of shows that a lot of people have interest in the game, and I think what they're doing is pretty smart, actually putting it at like a specific hour. Maybe not everyone can get on there at that time, but putting it at a specific hour, it'll increase interest in the game, and you know, have people to play at that time. If you were to have a demo like 24/7, people, I feel like people wouldn't be playing this like as much as they did in the first global test fire. So like it keeps people interested in the game. And if they were to keep this demo online, people would not buy the game. Like someone would be like, "Hey man, let's load up that Splatoon demo." But I bought the game. No, no, no. We're gonna play the demo. We don't need to buy stuff. That happens with certain games. If you leave your demo out, just leave your demo online, people will not play it, the actual game. But yeah, so 8 players, four on each team. Each team gets a different paint color, and I think the paint color changes with every match. And the maps are all right. I don't really like that you can fall off some of the maps. I feel like that shouldn't be a thing. I feel like there should be boundaries or something. Because if I'm jumping and I can't see what I'm jumping onto properly, and then I fall off the map, it's kind of not my fault. That's your fault for designing it that way. And after you die, you come back pretty much instantly, a few seconds after, 2 or 3 or something like that. And then you have your base area. Each team has their base area on the map. And from that base, you can jump to other team members. So it has a lot of unique features as a shooter sort of game. But I hate saying stuff because my opinions are always negative, and people don't like that because people seem to like this, but I didn't really like the demo that much, and I don't think I'm gonna buy the game. I mean, the game's all right, and I've played shooters before. Not like I've played maybe a few rounds of Call of Duty, but I'm not really into that. I like the more unique shooters, or maybe like sci-fi sort of things. I played a little bit of Halo too, but I don't own that either. I I own Water Warfare, which was a water gun shooter, and I thought that was pretty interesting. So like you're shooting water guns or water gun themed weapons at each other, and your health bar was basically your T-shirt or your shirt, getting wet. And I thought that was cool. It wasn't really that popular. It was popular at the beginning when it first came out, and then it kind of died down, and then the graphics made me sick. Um, I'm looking for a sci-fi shooter to get into, and that's kind of what I'm hoping Nintendo does. Maybe they come out with this really cool sci-fi shooter, and I can get into that. They should do like a Metroid shooter. I think they did something like that on DS, if I'm sure. What was it, like Metroid Prime Hunters or something like that? I might be wrong, but bring something like that, but put it on the Wii U and make it better. Uh, yeah, motion controls really don't sit right with me, and I didn't get to turn the chance to turn off the motion controls the first global test buyer, and then the demo kind of just ended right when I was gonna change it. But in this one, I changed it immediately, but I still it didn't really it didn't make me as sick, but I didn't really like the game that much. And I think the game needs voice chat, even if it's exclusive to friends. I know that's kind of a big debate between fans right now. It's whether Nintendo should have voice chat in the game or not, because I mean, kids are gonna play this, and I don't know, kids might be the ones cursing on here, or you might have adults cursing on here, or they might say something inappropriate to a child, or someone of older age. I don't know. They might say something inappropriate to anyone, and someone out there is not gonna like that. Someone out there is gonna sue Nintendo or something like that. Just voice chat with friends. I mean, I feel like your parents should be monitoring you. So like if you're in the room talking to the TV, they might come in there just to see what's going on, just for a second. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if your parents love you or not. So why is Nintendo marketing this towards kids? Yes, that's their main market, but for once, I think they should think about the older fans. The people who were originally hyped for this game were probably older fans. Because when I saw this game, I was hyped for it. I thought it was great, and I'm glad they did the global test buy, because I don't think I really want to buy the game now, and I was not gonna shell out $60 for this anyway. That's way too much money for a shooter, and this game gets repetitive and kind of boring really fast, so it's not worth $60. And you have the main the main, what is it, first player campaign, is that the term they use? Yeah, that was or main player or main campaign. Yeah, let's go with that. That was not that. That doesn't look that good. It's just like Splatoon, but with like bosses, and I don't know. I feel like this demo was enough for me. I if I bought this, it would have to be like $10 or $20, and I know that's really like pushing the game's value down. Um, Games, I guess, should be worth at least like $30, but I didn't like it. So, I mean, I don't have anything else to say. Yeah, I went through all my notes. So, what did you guys think about Splatoon and its global test buyer? Did the server issues cause problems with you? Are you not going to buy the game because of the server issues? Are you not going to buy the game because of other issues? Are you going to buy the game? I did this partially off the top of my head with some notes. I don't really like that because there's a lot of uhs and ums and stuff. So that's kind of why I type videos out, but I hope you enjoyed. You can add me on Wii U. I think, well, I have my Wii gamepad right here. Oh, wow, that music started. Yeah. Nintendo, they take down the video for copyright and you can barely hear the sound, but somehow they pick it up. I think it's Pokemaster Melvin. I wanted to use something different because they're like, oh, you can't change it, and don't make it where someone can track you with your name or something like that. So yeah, it's Pokemaster Melvin, even though that's not the best name. I feel like I should have came up with something better. I have Mario Kart 8 right now. I have The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. I'm about to download Earthbound, and I'm about to download The Wonderful 101. So that's 4 games and only one that we can play online. Yeah, so thank you for watching. My Facebook and Twitter will be in the description below, and I will see you guys later. Peace.